A quick disclaimer, I am going to the Bulls season opener versus the Hornets on the day that this is being posted, so this video will not be the same quality that these normally are. I didn't have time to do a bunch of replay mode captures to try and tell a story, so this video's quality won't be amazing, but I do think this script is one of the best ones in a while, so let's get on with the video. Alright, we are currently the 4th seed in the West. We went on a late winning streak towards the end of the year, which got us to 46 wins. We have one game left, and it's against the New York Knicks. Now, you might think, who cares? It's the Knicks, and I would normally agree with you. But winning this game actually is pretty important because our first round matchup kind of scares me. We have the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round, and they are the second best defensive team in the NBA behind the 63-win Philadelphia 76ers. We will go more in depth on this series after the game, but the reason that this last game matters is because if we lose and the Grizzlies win, we will have the same record, but the Grizz would get the home court advantage because they won the season series. So this Knicks game is a pretty big deal so that we can secure home court advantage versus a team that worries me. So we have somehow found ourselves in the position that winning a game versus the New York Knicks is a big deal. Cole Anthony makes a ridiculous shot over Jaylen Brown. He's someone that we looked at a lot prior to what ended up happening in this offseason. RJ Barrett to Randall to Kevin Knox for the layup. This is a very interesting Knicks team. They added Cole Anthony on top of what they had. Everything else is pretty much the same, but the Knicks roster in general in real life, minus Cole Anthony, is very interesting to me. It's a weird fit, to say the least. Jaylen Brown going inside, getting the and one finish. Julius Randle misses that free throw with Cat getting the rebound, and Wiggins gives it to Okogie, who gets it to Covington, who gets it to Wiggins. Perfect fast break sequence right there. Fantastic passing. Speaking of great passing, Josh Okogie open for the three-pointer off of the Karl-Anthony Towns drive, and then to end the first quarter, Cat cannot get that one to go. Down low, Marc Gasol on Bobby Portis. He's able to get this fadeaway to go off of the glass. Garland in the corner with the screen from Gasol gets the mid-range pull-up to go. He ended up having a really big game here, but Williamson gets lost off ball. Cole Anthony able to get the dunk off of the Randall assist. Marc Gasol misses the easy mid-range jump shot, and as I'm making substitutions, whoever that was got the cut back door for the dunk. Brown down low with a really nice up and under move on that. Again, I have no idea how to pronounce that guy's name. Randall misses with a nice contest by Marvin Williams, who's been doing a really good job in this game against Randall despite the size difference. Garland able to go inside for that layup. Goran Dragic gets the ball stolen by Marvin Williams, and then Covington's able to go in for the layup, giving us the lead. Garland left open for a long two-pointer. It's really annoying in 2K how when guys are open in the corner, it's always a freaking mid-range shot. I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not, but RJ Barrett came very close to knocking that lob away, but it does not happen. Dragic with the take inside, and to end the half for us, Garland to Jaylen Brown. Misses the three-pointer, but Towns is right there for the putback layup. Starting off the third quarter now, we have the pick and pop that does not work, but Garland gets it to, like I said, corner jump shots, always mid-ranges, as Marvin Williams greens that. Karl-Anthony Towns caught sleeping there. Cole Anthony with the green release at the long mid-range shot right there. Garland unable to hit his long mid-range shot, but Cat's right there for the rebound, and Jaylen Brown pulls up for the mid-range J. 7-point lead now. Cole Anthony gets stripped by Darius Garland, who on the break finds Karl-Anthony Towns for the easy slam. And then now with a double-digit lead, Robert Covington open with Kevin Knox contesting, and he's able to make that three-pointer. Wiggins driving inside with the short lob to Karl-Anthony Towns for the easy dunk. Cole Anthony missing that short little pull-up as Wiggins takes it up court, crosses over that guy, and gets it back to Okogie, who is wide open at the top of the key for another green release three-pointer. A 15-point game now. Randall taking it on Williamson. I'm pretty sure I was looking at my phone right there, and that's why he was able to blow by me. Williamson missing that three-pointer, and then RJ Barrett taking it inside on Wiggins with the tough finish on the fast break. And then Mike Scott's not going to make that shot, obviously, although he did get kind of close. That ended the third quarter. Gasol to Okogie to Scott, who gets the short J to go. Like, way too short because no one takes a jumper at that distance in real life, but that's fine. Mid-range pull-up by Dragic, three-point pull-up by Dragic. RJ Barrett going inside, dumps it down to Mitchell Robinson, who makes that double pump short little jumper, I guess. Dragic, the freaking dude, keeps scoring on us. He gets the three at the top of the key. Dragic takes it with the step back over Jaylen Brown, gets that one to go, quickly deteriorating the lead. Karl-Anthony Towns finds Jaylen Brown, who takes a step back mid-range shot off of the catch. It was a very weird look, but it does drop. The Knicks down one now with Cole Anthony taking it up court. He's able to find Kevin Knox. Corner jumpers are always mid-range shots. So he gets that one to go, and it gives the Knicks the lead that we quickly took back. But Cole Anthony with the spin move and the pull-up midi at the top of the key. Kevin Knox missing that jump shot, but Barrett's right there, and somehow Mitchell Robinson finishes that over Karl-Anthony Towns. On the break, Marvin Williams able to get this layup from the Jaylen Brown pass out of the shot, and then Towns on Cole Anthony. Randall is not able to swipe away the ball, so he's able to get the easy finish. Barrett inside with the floater over Marvin Williams. Randall making that free throw right there, making it a 4-point game. Towns wide open, though, off of the pick and pop, is able to get the three-pointer to go. Barrett makes that free throw, and he makes this one as well, making it a 3-point game. And then off of the inbound, Garland is left open enough to take a dribble before taking the shot as he nails the three-pointer. And then on the final play of the regulation, because spoiler alert, this game is going into overtime because RJ Barrett does not make that ridiculous three-point attempt over Jaylen Brown. But starting off overtime well, Robert Covington with the backcourt violation because he touched the half-court line off of the tip, because that's, as we all know, how backcourt works. But layup there by Garland, layup here by RJ Barrett that should not have gone in. A lot of ridiculous shots in this game. Jaylen Brown wide open gets the green release three-pointer to give us the 1-point lead. Dragic attacking Brown finds Mitchell Robinson for the alley-oop slam, and then the pick and pop right here. Garland finds space and pulls up over Mitchell Robinson and gets that one to drop. Right here, what's his name? Goran Dragic scoring 4 straight points, the long two on the fast break, the perfect shot in basketball. Right there is another perfect example. But Garland gets it to Jaylen Brown, who throws it down and makes it just a 1-point game. Barrett to Randall, who makes the short jump shot that would never go in if I was taking it, but I'm not salty at all. Really weird possession right here that gets Mike Scott the mid-range jump shot. And Karl-Anthony Towns to Robert Covington does that stupid-ass three-point celebration that I cannot stand. But as long as the bucket goes in, I guess I'm fine with it. Barrett with the step back, and then with 20-something seconds left on the clock, Towns finds Garland for the three-pointer to take the lead. Darius Garland has been the hero of overtime. Mitchell Robinson missing that free throw. When we have the 2-point lead, we get it to Garland, who hits the free throw, and then hits this one to seal the win for us, giving it a 4-point lead. Knox hits that three-pointer, but that's all she wrote because Garland gets this here and the clock runs out. So that was the game versus the Knicks, and we do secure our playoff seed. Towns with 29 and 19 as well as 8 assists. Garland with 20 and 8 and 2 of those coming in overtime. And Jaylen Brown with 17 and 6 as well. Well, that's the end of the season. On the year, we've won 47 games, clinched the 4th seed. For the year, Cat averaged 24 and 13 on 51, 39, 87 shooting splits. Brown fell back down to earth after his hot start, getting down to just 19.6 points, got 6 rebounds, but he still shot a really nice 52, 41, 78 for the year. Garland put up 16 and 6. He shot fucking 46% from 3 on 6 attempts, so that's dope. 2 videos ago, I was complaining about his shooting being disappointing, but that definitely isn't disappointing anymore. Wiggins averaged 13 and 6.5 assists, and our rook Samuel Williamson had a hell of a rookie year off of the bench, 7 points per game on 54, 40, 80 shooting splits. Very efficient. And as for awards, Jaylen Brown wins Most Improved Player as expected. Cat made the All-NBA second team. Williamson made the All-Rookie second team. Rocco made the All-Defensive second team. So a lot of representation for us. Andrew Wiggins was also second and 6th Man of the Year voting. Didn't didn't get a screenshot of that, but he did lose out to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking on to the playoffs, that W versus the Knicks officially gave us home court advantage versus the Grizzlies, but that doesn't mean they don't still concern me. As I said, their defense is crazy good, and they are also very deep. We got Ja Morant at point, who is a good defender, DeJounte Murray at the 2, who is a generational defender, Kyle Anderson, who is a good defender, Brandon Clark, who is basically a young Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., who is no joke, already a defensive player of the year at just 21 years old. Off the bench, they have an old but still 81 overall Paul Millsap, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Mason Plumlee, Josh Jackson, and Torrey Craig, who are all very good defenders in their own right. They have a lot of depth defensively. The one Achilles heel to this team, though, is their scoring and shooting. Ja is basically MVP Derrick Rose already. He averaged 25 and 9 this year on 47% shooting, but outside of that, Jaren Jackson Jr. is a very versatile offensive player. He can space the floor, but he only puts up 15 a game. Weirdly enough, DeJounte Murray can hit threes now with an 81 3-point rating, but Kyle Anderson and Brandon Clark can't shoot, and their bench really can't shoot all that much outside of obviously Joe Harris, who I expect to be a big factor in this series. But this weakness with spacing and overall offense will be what we attack. I'm going to put Robert Covington on Ja to get as much size on him as possible, and I'll be ready to help off of Kyle Anderson and Brandon Clark when Morant tries to attack, and I'll dare them to make their shots. Now, in terms of how I plan on scoring on this defense, well, I'm going to run a lot of pick and rolls and 3-point sets, maybe some cut plays. We won't be running too many Cat post-ups or Jaylen Brown ISOs against this defense. Cat has Triple J on him, Brown has Murray on him, so our two main scorers are going to need some help from the offensive game plan. I also think that Darius Garland and Andrew Wiggins are going to need to step up their games in this series. I'm going to need 20 and 8 from Garland because Ja is the weaker defender of these guys guarding our big threes, so I need Garland to be the one to take advantage of that. Could be a lot to ask of a second-year guy, but I think he can do it. And same goes for Wiggs. Unless Murray plays point guard at times against him, Wiggins should be trying to attack offensively, looking to be more of a scorer than I typically let him be, because that's just what we're really going to need out of him. And after this series, we're either going to play the Lakers or the Warriors or the Clippers, presuming that we actually win this series. So next episode, we're going to be playing game 1 and 2 in Minnesota against the Memphis Grizzlies.